Hey everybody, welcome to my living room. Here we are. We're all at home, stay at home. So I've got some exercises for you to do in your living room, in your bedroom, in your garden, wherever you like. Today's is a bit simpler than yesterday. I'm going to go through a balance challenge. There's a couple of variations on this to make it a bit tougher. So we're going to see if we can do a regular teapot stand. Hands on the floor, knees on the outside of your elbows, and see if you can find that balance. And can you hold it for the count of 3 or even 5? Easy peasy. The next one, the harder one, will be to go from that position and then bring your knees to the inside, then go back out, then back down. So from the side, that's find your balance, knees in the middle, knees out, and then back down. Have a go. And if you need some tips on your balance, you can start by just trying to stand on one leg. And what you have to do is when you're standing up, you've got to shift your weight over the leg you want to stand on so you can pick the other one up. You can shift your weight the other way to stand on one leg. If you're standing with your weight on both feet and you just pick one leg up, you fall over. So you need your weight over the bit of you that's on the floor. So when we're doing this, just picking your feet up won't do anything. You have to shift your weight forward so all of your weight is over your hands so that you can lift your feet off. Just like a seesaw, your hands in the middle of the seesaw, you've got to get equal weight on both sides of them. So you need all of your weight to be over whatever the bit is on the floor, that's where you need your weight to be. And finally, onto our conditioning. I know yesterday's conditioning exercise was a little bit tough. There's quite a lot to think about when it comes to doing the squat. Today's really, really simple. We're going to do just a little bit of core exercising to make it easier for you to keep your knees up in that exercise. Starting with our crunch. Laying on back. Feet flat on the floor, knees up. I'm going to put my hands on my thighs, I'm going to put my chin on my chest, and I'm simply going to tap the top of my knees and then come back down. Just rolling my spine up off the floor and back down. Things to think about here, trying not to let your tummy dome, pulling that belly button back towards your spine, so you're keeping your tummy flat. Trying to keep the base of the spine, the bottom of your back, flat against the floor if possible. And when you're at the top, give your tummy muscles a squeeze and then come back down. So up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. Seeing if you can do 3 sets of 10 of these with that squeeze at the top at about this speed. The other exercise we can look at doing for this one is one that we've all done lots of times before, and that's our plank. Okay, we can do a plank with straight arms, like we're in the top of a press-up position. Or we can do our plank with our elbows down and our palms flat on the floor, like this. And when doing those plank variations, looking at trying to hold them for, if you can do 30 seconds, brilliant. If 30 seconds is easy, then keep that timer running. Put a stopwatch in front of you and see if you can do 40, 45, 50 or a minute. If you do a minute, then take a little rest, do another one. But to start with, go for maybe 3 sets of 30 seconds with about a minute in between. Whichever one we're doing, try and keep your back flat, bottom squeezed, tummy tight, so that you're engaged, you're actively using those muscles you want to use. I've got just one more little balance challenge for you, and that's to see if we can start in this position. And can you lift off one of your hands, or the other hand? And we're using the same thing as we did when we were trying to shift our weight from one foot to the other. Put my weight over that hand, lift it off. Put my weight over this hand, lift it off. Could you then do one hand and one foot? One hand, one foot. See you tomorrow.